Well, fellas, looks like we got another Kendra Samuels moment on our hands. Boy, this should be good right here. No introduction required. Y'all see the title of tonight's video. And shout out to MTR Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews. I'll leave the link to his full uninterrupted video in the comments section. Go check it out. Come on. Y'all already know what this is gonna be about. You got another woman on the Kendra G dating app with unrealistic expectations. And what's more, you don't have to take Uncle JD's word for it. As they always do, they speak up for themselves. But enough of me talking. Let's get down to business, shall we?
Today, yet another Kendra G episode, all right? This one she's crazy, all right? Completely detached from reality. She's an average at best looking woman that says that she needs a dude to make at least $200,000 a year just to date her. Not for marriage, not for family, just to date her.
If that is true, and she wants a man to make $200,000 a year to date her, then is it really a date at all? Especially if they don't even know each other? No, fellas, it ain't. That's not dating. That's solicitation and prostitution right there. And fellas, pay close attention to this. If she requires a man to give her money or a gift for a date, then that is prostitution. It's not a date. And I believe I made a video addressing another woman expecting a man to give her a gift for a date, along with paying and prepping everything else for the date. Then she crashed out when everybody told her about herself. I'm still laughing about that to that very day, but I digress. Let's continue.
So y'all already know what time it is. Let's get active on this one. Without further ado.
You ready?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
No.
What's your name, honey?
Not she came in with a Broly colored wig on.
Veronica.
Okay, you're not the Veronica that just got exposed by your ex-husband or your husband Rudy, are you?
No, I'm the Veronica where your
Huh?
I don't know if it was
Right, your Wi-Fi is acting up now too. Wait, hold on. Your Wi-Fi is
When will people learn? The cheap way isn't always the best way. And the only reason why she's freezing and borging in the video call is because she has cheap internet. Ma'am, upgrade your internet. Upgrade your internet to a better version. Yeah, I know y'all want the cheap. I know y'all want the cheap internet because y'all can afford it. But keep in mind, the cheaper the internet, the less quality. The higher the internet, the better the quality. But let's continue.
acting up too. Hello?
Okay, I'm gonna stay in my living room. Can you hear me?
You're frozen on my screen. Okay, this is better. You're live again.
That's better.
Cheap internet.
So you said you're...
Imagine asking for a $200K a year, man. Meanwhile, you got third world Wi-Fi.
Your cousins like clowned me. I don't know if you guys couldn't hear me. You were saying something about a lab or something where I had to wait a couple seconds to answer questions. And I don't know, they couldn't really understand me. I was saying I'm CPRF certified. They were saying I'm CPR certified. And it was just a whole lot. It's been a while, though.
What?
Okay, we can do it again, but you got to make sure your Wi-Fi is good this time. You ready?
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay. V, how old are you?
I'm 30.
30. What do you do for a living?
I do a lot. I'm a healthcare provider. Right now I'm at Walmart. I kind of bounce all over. I make wigs.
Wally World.
I kind of do a lot. I'm in school.
Okay.
How old are you?
She's
You're
poor.
30. So what do you want me to what do you want me to write for your profession?
Entrepreneur.
Oh my God.
And but it's wigs, healthcare provider, and Walmart.
I'm sorry. I should have laughed.
Yep.
Do you have any kids?
Yes, I have 2.
How old are your 2 kids?
I have a 3-year-old and I have a 6-year-old.
How many baby fathers?
Are they by the same man?
Nope.
No.
Called it.
Yep.
You did this last time.
We're gonna do it again. I don't remember.
Okay.
And it's a question.
Okay. I'm not with him. I'm not with him because he's just not right. He's Hispanic. Okay, he's not black.
Who cares?
No one cares.
You let him go inside.
I would say a leech. He don't want to. I'm like the man of the relationship. He don't want to do the things he's supposed to do, like far as going to work and getting a job, like working the legal way. He wants to work the illegal way. So,
Boy. And it still baffles me to this day. Their baby daddies are broke. Their baby daddies ain't shit. Their baby daddies are poor. Their baby daddies are X, Y, and Z. And yet somehow, they still let them hit it raw. They didn't have second thoughts. Now they're a single mom. They say they wanted his kids. Don't care if he's there or not. But now they're a single mom.
Can't get started without knowing his future.
V, I'm gonna be honest with you. Your Wi-Fi's not. V, your Wi-Fi's not on your side, honey. So you said this is the other time we had a lag. Your Wi-Fi isn't on your side tonight either.
Okay. So 6-year-old, 3-year-old, 2 baby daddies, and the reason that she's not with the last baby daddy is because she selected a criminal. Okay. Now, she complains that he's not black, but you let him inside of your dusty ass coochie. Okay. He was good enough to let him inside of you because of whatever in the moment pleasure that you were seeking. But now you want to get up on Al Gore's internet and talk ill of him. Now that he's not being the type of man that you now want, you never get better than your last baby daddy, young lady. If you chose a bum is your ceiling, not $200,000 per year. But let's go.
And what do they say about levies? You don't go any higher than the water that is on your level. And yes, MTR is right. You let bums hit it, then a bum should be your preference. Not someone who has their shit together. And no, Uncle JD ain't being mean about this shit. She said it herself. She told everybody that her baby daddy ain't shit, and still she got a baby by him. Now she wants someone that can do better than her baby daddy. Yeah, good luck with that.
Okay, let's stay right there. Let's get this work. Now, what did you say the reason you're not with your child's father that's 3 years old?
He's not. He don't have his shit together. Put it like that. He's not. Okay. He's not a man. He doesn't have his things down pat what a man should be. He's not in order.
But you still let him hit it, and you got pregnant.
Was he ever in order?
Yet you still let him hit it, and you got pregnant by him. Nobody wants to hear it. Let's continue.
Before, when we are high school sweethearts, so yes, I would say he was in order before. He was. I'm not gonna lie, he was.
Well, high school is High school is not fair because high school is high school, child.
Yeah,
well, I would say up until we were 21. We broke bad at 21. Put it like that.
Let me ask you this. You 16, said that you want...
The child's 3.
Okay, what was you going to say?
From 16 to 21, we broke bad. So
okay,
like
you're 30 years old.
Right, do the math, Kendra.
Okay, you're 30 years old, your baby's 3, so you got pregnant at 26.
Yeah,
maybe, right?
Okay.
We had a miscarriage. We had our first child back in 2015, and that was a stillborn baby. That was like our first child. And like soon after we lost our baby, everything it broke bad. We started another relationship right away, and it just went down from there. And it was like he would continue to come back and dip in my life, and then dip back out.
Dipping them yams.
Just in and out.
Yeah, it just uses you because she's a thought rocket.
I'm very sorry you lost your child. Your baby was stillborn. That's terrible. Mm-hmm. So I'm sorry. I want to ask this question. Let me just ask this question directly.
What's you about to ask?
When you were dealing with him, did you know he was in the streets?
Yeah.
No.
So when you got pregnant with your 3-year-old child, what did you think his job was?
Well, when I got pregnant with my 3-year-old child, like I said, we were dipping. I wasn't in a relationship with him.
What did you think his...
Answer the question.
Answer the question, ma'am. Is it that hard? If you didn't know that he was doing illegal shit, and 9 times out of 10, let's just call it what it is. Call a ball and a strike, a drug dealer. What did you think his occupation was? Because apparently you thought his occupation is something else. But now you're going on to saying other things besides the answer. Come on now, let's continue.
What did you think? What did you think his job was before you got pregnant with him by your 3-year-old child?
What did I think his job was? What do you mean, like what do I think his job was?
Oh my God.
And rightfully so, you said he's in the streets, he doesn't want to get his life together, he doesn't.
She's lying.
Those are all good reasons, but I'm trying to figure out, did you get pregnant with him knowing those things? So I'm asking you, what did you think his job was before you got pregnant by him?
To hit it and quit it. It was booty calls. It was just us just not working the relationship. It was just, we were just having sex.
Honey.
No accountability.
You're not answering my question. My question is very clear. And I know the cousins be getting mad, but this is why at times it's a challenge with women, because y'all just won't answer the question.
Because she has a master's degree. She's got no degree, but a master's degree in deflection. She doesn't want to answer the question because she knows that she was sleeping with a street dude, yet after the child is born is complaining about being with a street dude. It's funny how that happens. She describes it as dipping. He was going raw daddy with no commitment. You've known him since high school, and you know what his life is about. You know the type of man that he is, but she refuses to answer because she doesn't want the focus on her being a bum. She wants the focus on him to be a bum. The reality is that they're both bums. Let's go.
Plain and simple, simple and plain. I mean, what? Is she ashamed to admit to the fact that she slept with a bum and got pregnant by one? Fellas, you are what you attract. You attract nice women, you'll get nice women. If you attract bummy women, then that's exactly what you're going to attract. And the same goes to you women as well. You sleep around with bums, then guess how you're gonna be. Guess how people will look at you as a BUM. And it doesn't matter how much you try to deflect or how much you try to divert from the answer. Everybody can clearly see it for a fact. This is the reason why they can't answer the question. Let's continue.
It is quite simple. What did you think his occupation was when you was having sex with him?
I mean, hey, he didn't have an occupation at the moment. I mean, he was. I'm not gonna lie, he was working, but
okay.
What is his occupation? Not your occupation. Geez, and you got punks out here claiming that we can't comprehend. Let's continue.
So, listen, I'm just trying to get you to realize you knowingly was participating with him in that way.
Well,
so
shout out to Kendra
you said the
Samuels.
reason you're not with him is the same thing you accepted about him.
Yes.
Like you were sleeping with him knowing he was all those things. He didn't lie to you. That's who he was. And you move forward.
Correct.
With him and end up getting pregnant.
Correct.
So I'm trying to help you take some accountability and knowing who you got pregnant by.
Good luck with that.
Overall, this is a real challenge for women in general. I have at times with the show because it's almost like women do not want to admit that there is an accountability factor in these relationships.
They'll never admit it.
Focus on the man, but I think if we could focus on the facts, we could learn from the mistakes and move forward.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Everything that Kendra just said was a very fair statement, but instead of her being able to internalize or critically think about the words that are coming out of Kendra's mouth, it more than likely was blocked by her green-ass wig, and she ain't gonna hear none of that, unfortunately. For what I find is that if you don't hit modern women like this earlier in life with accountability, once they get to 30, they want to hear your shit, and they will refuse to make any changes within the way that they move for fear of having to work on themselves. Let's go.
Okay. All right. So now that we got and the question would have been very simple if you would have just answered it when I was asking you, girl. But let's keep going.
No, because it's a whole story behind it. I really want to get in deep to how I got pregnant. It's the story behind how I got pregnant. Like I was
eggplant enter viscous innards.
Like the whole world know, everybody know.
Let's hear it.
The way I got pregnant is
Let's hear it.
Was in a relationship with a white man, and I had made a status on Facebook stating, like I'm no longer going to be available. I'm not going to be single anymore. And my baby dad hopped in my inbox that night. Oh, can we sleep together one more time? I see you found you a man. You doing you. I'm doing me. Great. I slept with him one night. Mind you, we always slept with protection. What? He slipped the condom off. To this day. After we slept together, he slipped the condom off of me to not knowing because he hit it from the back. And he announced he slipped the condom off and he left. A month later, I was pregnant. Still to this day.
Okay. So from what we have gathered, she's now in a relationship with a white man, but then her ex-baby daddy hit her up on Facebook trying to get that box one last time for old time's sake. And according to her, they always use protection, but in this situation, he decided to take the condom off when in her raw, and as a result, she got pregnant a month later. Fellas, what's wrong with this picture? So basically, what her ex-baby daddy did was raped her, right? And no, I don't bite my tongue. I say what needs to be said. Her ex-baby daddy raped her. Now, I know this is confusing to everybody, but keep up with me here. She was expecting him to use protection, but he decided to remove the condom and went in her raw. And she was completely oblivious because he was hitting her. He was banging that box from the back. Then yes, if in this situation, if she was expecting him to wear protection and he didn't, then that is a rape charge. Now the next question I will ask is this: Did she press charges? And there's a pretty good chance she did not press charges. So she let him rape her. She got pregnant, and she didn't and she didn't hold him legally accountable for that. Okay, let's continue.
He laughed about it like it's a joke. Still to this, he knowing he's doing, we have been sleeping together, mind you. We lost our baby in 2015. He's been the only man I've been sleeping with. It took for him to 2020 to get me pregnant. And the way he got me is he slipped the condom off, and he knows to this day like he trapped me. But still,
This is so stupid.
Me being me, I knew who I was sleeping with, but I was
ma'am. He raped you.
Like
he raped you. Bottom line.
He's saying that he always uses a condom, but you had a miscarriage back in 2015. Those two statements cannot be true at the same time. Cap, liar.
I step up and be the dad after me knowing him all these years. You know, it's been almost 13, 14 years that I've known him, and it's just
and
wow.
They were using a condom the whole time.
It's just wow.
This chick.
Yeah.
Let's see what Kendra said.
It's dirty.
Okay.
We don't believe you. Okay.
I mean, okay. So basically, you were just trying to have enjoyment sex. Y'all had a condom. He flipped the condom off, and that's how you got pregnant.
Words them up. I kid you not. I swear that's exactly how it happened. Yeah. And he laughed about it. And you know, me being me, I'm like, okay, ain't nothing gonna happen. Me, I'm at my white man house, and I'm throwing up, and I'm like,
exactly. You let him rape you. You didn't press charges. He laughs at you. God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
Okay, it's time for my period is, but you know what, I'm pregnant.
So at that time,
she was dating somebody.
You were in a relationship with a white man?
Yeah, I was starting a relationship. You know, we had been friends for a while, and then he wanted to take it up a notch. So it was like, so talk to me.
This is nasty. So you were about to take it up a notch. The dude says, yo, let me get one more time. And not only does he get one more time, but he unloads in you with his seed. By the way, it doesn't escape me that he's a piece of shit as well, because wanting to lock down a woman by utilization of your seed is some weird ass shit. But it's just unfortunate that the child that they created didn't ask for any of this. But because of the mother and their ability to make decisions, the child is way more likely to become a statistic.
And what's more, the fact that she claims that she was in a relationship with this white man, but got pregnant by her ex-baby daddy, then that makes that child a love child. Nah, fellas, go look it up. Go look it up. If a woman has sex, gets pregnant by another man who is not the man that she's currently in a relationship with, then that is considered a love child. Off the gate. Let's continue.
I have a question. So you slept with him while you was in a relationship with someone else?
Yeah, we never had sex though. My white man, we never had sex. We were friends.
But I'm asking you a clear question.
Okay, wait a second. Hold it right there, ma'am. First you said you was in a relationship with your white man. Now you're doubling back and saying that y'all were just friends. Which is it? No, seriously, which is it? Are y'all in a relationship or were y'all just friends? Because as far as we are concerned, your story is not adding up here. Let's continue.
We were friends.
Yeah. Okay, these conversations be so complicated because y'all just don't be wanting to answer questions.
Yeah.
I just told you we were friends.
You said you were about to start a relationship.
What was the Facebook status again?
We were about to start a relationship, but we're just friends. Make it make sense here.
I met a friend. We're taking it up a notch. I'm no longer going to be single because we were getting ready to get serious. So it was like, okay, now it's time to stop playing around, cut everybody off, let it be known I found someone.
Ma'am, you didn't cut off your baby daddy. Stop the bullshit. Let's continue.
Okay, so pause right there. Pause right there. So you made a Facebook status saying you found someone, you're going to be serious in this relationship. He hit you up and you still slept with him.
No, my God.
I told you he was like, can we sleep together one last time?
It wasn't
and like, hey, okay, let's just one last time. That's it. So
Yeah.
He caught me on that last.
And that one last time got you pregnant. Bottom line, let's continue.
Round.
Use a Pop-Tart.
Maybe if you would have just stayed true to your Facebook
Yeah.
post and been with the man that you had claimed that you were about to be with. I mean, I'm not saying it's right that you slipped the condom off, so don't think that's true. But what I'm just trying to get women to understand is if you can hold yourself accountable for the consequences of your actions, you can then choose better actions. And the truth be told is you should have never slept with him because you said you was in a new relationship.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That's the only way to answer this question is the reality is this. You should have been loyal to the man you put out to the world you was about to be loyal to. And that's how your 3-year-old child got here.
By the way, this is the best version of Kendra G. We often don't see this one. All right. I often refer to her as Kendra Samuels because these women got to be called out. You know, if nobody calls them out, no one in their echo chamber is going to call them out. Not their friends, their mama, nobody, because they're all unaccountable. This is how they live their lives. Now, Kendra's being nice about it. I'm not being as nice about it. The thing is that
I'm damn sure ain't being nice about it either. Let's continue.
Sympathy for this type of decision making because, again, who suffers? It's the children. So on the children's behalf, fuck these parents that make these shitty ass decisions and choose to raise children or engage in an act that creates children, but then raise children when they're not even ready to be parents. Don't even have any semblance of creating a family environment for them. And we wonder why the kids turn out the way that they do.
Yeah.
Off the gate.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now that we got clarity, and no, I'm not blaming your child's father. I mean, you guys are equal participants. Because let me tell you something else too, ladies.
Yeah, but women
what
control
don't realize is the best flex is when your ex comes back and you're not available. That was a prime opportunity for you to
Your baby daddy might want sex from you, but it's you, ma'am, that gives that final call. It's you, ma'am, that opens the gates to him and give him access. So y'all are equally responsible for your actions, not just the men. Let's continue.
to prove to him, like, no, you moved on. Because if you really are a good woman, because I hear everybody, y'all are good women, right? If you're a good woman, you're going to find a better man. And then your ex is going to try to see if he still got power. Because that's the ego thing. Like, your ex wants to prove, like, yeah, she got a man, but I can still hit it when I want to hit it. This is your prime opportunity to prove to your ex, no, I got a new man, and I'm not doing that. And you lost out on a good woman.
And she failed miserably on that test. Let's continue.
And you proved to him
he still got it.
He can still have you if he wanted to.
Yeah.
The biggest flex is not being available for your ex when he tries to come back. The biggest flex is not being available for your ex when he tries to come back. Take that as a lesson, ladies. Now let's start, V. We got.
And Kendra G ain't lying about that. Remember that movie back in 1998 called Soul Food? Y'all remember the beginning of the movie when Bird married Lim? And it wasn't, and the movie hadn't even started yet. And then Bird's ex popped on the scene. But instead of her completely telling her ex to kick rocks, what did she do? She let her ex get involved, and as a result, the shit hit the fan. Now, in this situation, it's not a movie, dog, but it's damn sure portraying the same elements. But let's continue.
30, healthcare entrepreneur. She works at Walmart. She makes wigs. Mom of 2 kids. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Taurus.
When's your birthday?
May 20th.
Okay, May 20th. All right, May 20th.
Taurus is her superpower.
Wisconsin.
West what?
Wisconsin.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Oh, Milwaukee. Okay. All right, let's do it. Wisconsin. All right, V, 30, is a tourist, mom of 2 kids, never married, right?
No.
Never married. Has a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old. We got the backstory. Entrepreneur, calling us from Milwaukee. What kind of man are you looking for now?
An independent, someone who's looking to build, not looking to get built up. Like, I want my man already built.
Yep.
Someone who knows what they want.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, a man that knows what he wants. What are your deal breakers?
I would say liars.
Yo. Did she just say lie?
Yes, she said liars, and she needs to get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Ma'am, you sat there and completely lied. You lied to Kendra G. You lied to her audience. But one of your deal breakers are liars. Make the retarded logic make sense. Let's continue.
Liars?
Someone who's not committed, don't know how to keep their word.
What?
Just be a man of your word.
Okay.
Call her.
Okay. We all could clearly see the contradictions in this situation. She claims her deal breakers is a man that's not being committed, but you wasn't committed to that white man when you slept with your baby daddy. You claim your other deal breaker is liars, but you sat there and lied to Kendra G. She got hypocrisy and it's multiplying. Let's continue.
Oh, okay. Man of word, but you're not a woman of your word. You started a relationship with the white man and then allowed your sweetheart to come through and blow back out to clap them cheeks and then put a baby in you. Yo.
God
but you want a
damn
man
it.
that's not a liar.
God damn it. You can't make this shit up.
Does he have to look a certain way?
No, not necessarily.
Yeah.
I'm not kind of like into the look type of girl. But the looks doesn't really matter to me.
Okay. Well, what about money? Should he make a certain amount of money?
Yeah, he gonna have to bring in the bacon.
How much bacon he has to bring in?
He needs at least a couple $100,000 a year, at least.
A couple has at least $200K a year?
Yeah, at least $200K a year.
Ma'am, if you don't sit your ass down somewhere, both of your baby daddies were broke bums, and you got pregnant by broke bums. Even going as far as to let a broke bum get you pregnant while you were in a relationship with a white man. Now you're looking for a man that makes 200 G's a year. So you went from being with bummy men to now you're looking for a rich man to pick up your pieces. Again, the Levy effect. Ma'am, you don't get no higher. The water level doesn't get any higher than what you were. You can't be at the bummy water level and become and drop babies and then expect for a man that's on a higher water level to come in and take care of you. It doesn't work that way. Not sorry. Let's continue.
So I'm assuming your 3-year-old dad made that because he was working in the streets, right?
No, he made $90K a year.
Have you ever dated a man that was 200?
Now the streets money, I never really counted the streets money because I wasn't into that. So like that's the straight turn off. But as far as like working, he made $90K for like an actual job. But the street, I never counted the street money because I never seen it, so he wasn't never around me with it. So I can't sit there and say what he made off the street money. But I don't know.
Okay.
All right. You know what's interesting is that she also said that he was a bum, making $90K in Wisconsin. Shit, that might be high cost of living. Right, like that might be, you might have damn near a half of a mansion out there, all right? Maybe it's a little bit different in the Milwaukee area. It sounded like he was doing pretty good for himself, at least on the books.
Have you ever dated a man that made $200K?
Hell no.
Nope.
Yeah, what was his occupation?
He had rental properties and he inherited a lot. So like my rich white guy I'm telling you about. So he owned rental properties. He had
the rich white guy that's not your baby daddy. The rich white guy you cheated on with your bummy baby daddy. Yeah, he has money. But your baby daddies don't. Again, make the retarded logic make sense here.
42
the rich white guy that you had a great dance with, but you slept with the baby daddy and got pregnant?
Yep.
Straight up.
Like that, but yes.
Ma'am, upgrade your goddamn Wi-Fi. Because you've been borging out the whole entire video session. Let's continue.
Did y'all break up once you had to reveal something that you were pregnant?
No, we actually were friends for a while. You know, I never took it to the relationship part, but he was still a great guy, and it was just like I allowed for my baby daddy to like.
Okay, well hold on, then he's not an option because I'm asking you, did you ever date a man that made $200K? Now you're telling me y'all were just friends. So which one is it?
I mean, he was kind of. He sponsored me, so we never. When I say date, I never mean like we never slept together, but. We were working towards things. We never had a sexual relationship out of the years we've known each other.
This is incredible.
Then he wasn't a goddamn option in this situation. You didn't sleep with him. He ain't your baby daddy, so he clearly wasn't an option. You're just using him. To make it seem like you was with a rich man when all the time you slept with bummy men. Ain't no way around that. Let's continue.
Him for 7 years now. I haven't talked to him in maybe 2 years, but I've known him for a while. So it wasn't like, you know, he's met my family, took my families on trips, cabin logs, a lot. So like, I would consider it kind of dating. I mean, I even got engaged to him, so he even proposed to me.
Wait, I have a question. So, you guys never in life had sex?
And he proposed?
No, we were saving it for marriage.
And you was
saving it for marriage.
And you was getting your back blown out by the... Yo, this is insane. So you acting like you saving for marriage. And by the way, you already have one kid. If she's telling the truth, and I think that she's lying, if the guy was making $20,000 per year, you had to come up situated, but it still wasn't good enough for you. I wish that I could interview the guy that proposed to her.
I know him.
Straight up.
How old was this rich white man?
Huh?
107.
How old was he?
Oh, he was 59.
Oh!
Yeah.
59 years old. So you said he sponsored you. So he was paying your bills and stuff?
Oh, sugar daddy. Let me be your rocking chair. Just rock away from here. Oh my God. So basically, the 59-year-old white man was her sugar daddy. Oh boy, I do not like where this is heading.
Yeah, paying my bills,
And
taking me on trips.
All of that.
Supporting me with anything I needed.
What a dum-dum.
He was like, we were friends before anything. But, I mean, knowing that we wanted each other, it was just like we wasn't moving fast.
So, case in point, that white man was your hamburger helper. Is that what you're saying? Because it's clear to see that that white man was her hamburger helper, makes a good meal.
It wasn't like
you didn't want him.
You were
You
pressuring
wanted
me
his
to
money.
do things, even though I know myself he wanted to sleep with me, but it was just him being the man that he was. he was gentle with patience with me. He knew that, I really don't like sex before marriage. So, like, he was really big on it.
Bitch, have several seats. Shut the fuck up forever. Oh, I do not like sex before marriage. Then why did you have sex before marriage? In fact, why did you have sex with your baby daddy and he didn't put a ring on your goddamn finger? No, ma'am. If that was the case, why didn't you wait for your baby daddy to put a ring on your finger before you gave him not one but two kids? Not one but two kids by two different men. And you haven't married none of them. But you're gonna sit here on Kendra G Live and claim that, oh, you hate sex before marriage. Make the retarded fuck ass logic make sense.
Who doesn't like sex before marriage?
Don't discourage my baby daddy. Before
You got
he
two kids.
sleep with other men, I can vouch. I don't do that. So besides,
No, you got two kids with two baby daddies. Like, what are you talking about? You don't do sex before marriage. You should not pocket.
Get the fuck out of here.
Like, what?
my baby dad. That's my.
Wait, hold on.
No, they just lie to themselves.
Daddies, right?
I do.
So, when did you start the rule you don't believe in sex before marriage?
A day ago.
5 seconds ago.
Not the
kind of after I gave birth to my son.
Your 3-year-old.
I mean, I've been just only sleeping with my.
So basically, the white guy, you didn't want to have sex with him. So what?
I did, but I didn't. I didn't want to add a new collect. It's a body count thing. I don't want to add another body count. If I'm still sleeping with my baby dad, who I've been sleeping with.
Well, ma'am, you're too late for that. Let's continue.
Last 15 years, why go add a new body count when,
She's got a limit, guys.
I can just go sleep with him and get it over with and then.
What was the kind of thing you told me you wanted again, honey? What was the qualities you said? What were the people are paid to ask you questions too?
You said what?
Ray J, I'm gonna read these first. Ray J said she was trying to get that pension. You can't make this stuff up.
Can't make it up.
Now, a prostitute is someone who loves you no matter who you are or what you look like. Yes, it's true, children. By the end of the day, you don't pay her to stay. You pay her to leave after a while. Let's continue.
LW says, you want a man that makes $200K. Please elaborate on what you're bringing to the table in the relationship.
Jesus. Okay, before that, I will never understand the type of dude that is just a straight up sponsor. Or, matter of fact, I will never understand a dude that will sponsor a baby mama. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. What man in their right mind wants to volunteer to be a hamburger helper for a woman that had no intentions to sleep with them, but rather need their money? Hamburger helper makes a good meal.
Baby mama, green hair, poverty mindset, and a thought rocket. I don't get it. Doesn't make sense to me. But perhaps it's all that his wallet could afford. But have some damn respect for yourself, my guy. There is a hell of a lot more options out there. I mean, shit. You can exchange. You could go over to Asia, take whatever you was giving her per month, and you can transition a young lady and her entire family, right? Who has less of a body count, less baggage, and is not getting porked down by some high school sweetheart behind your back.
My own.
That's right, fellas. Y'all deserve better. Listen to words of wisdom here.
Everything. My own business. I didn't mention that neither. I have my own business. I have an LLC. I am a care provider. My business is called Care For by Angels. So that business by itself will bring that in. I've had that business for a year now. So I take my own everything.
Listen, I'm trying to understand. So you gotta stop moving. So you want a man that makes $200K, and you also don't want to have sex until you're married. Is that still your rule?
That would be hard. I mean,
but it wasn't hard with the 59-year-old white man.
She didn't want him.
No, it wasn't, because we grew into that. We grew into that. We were friends before anything.
Dog.
So we were friends, and then it just turned to liking each other, and then it's like
At this point, ma'am, nobody's buying that Bismarcky act. He's just a friend. Fuck out of here with that. Let's continue.
okay, so where could we take it from here type of thing. It wasn't no, hey, my friend who sponsored me, it was, hey, how you doing? And he came to me, actually. He came up to me and David Buster. I was taking my kid out for David Buster, and he just came up to me and was like, hey, how about you pick your kid?
Yeah, a likely story. And this is coming from you. So if anybody finds that 57-year-old white man that came to you at Dave and Buster's, will he say the same thing or will his story be different? I'm just saying, let's continue.
Any toy in the store, like literally anything he wanted in the store, and my son grabbed the smallest teddy bear and they just went on from there. It wasn't like
okay, V, let me say this. So V, you're saying you want another man like this. You want another man that's gonna spoil you in this way that makes $200K.
I don't necessarily have to be no man to spoil me. I do everything. I spoil myself. I do everything for myself.
Then why does the man have to make $200K? Okay, so with that.
Because she needs another hamburger helper, and she's sitting there lying to you, Kendra G. Let's continue.
So, but you told me that the man has to make at least a couple of hundred, which is a couple is two, so $200K to date you. And you've never really dated a man that made $200K, other than the white guy that was doing stuff for you that you didn't have sex with, correct?
Oh, I have another friend. Another white friend. Actually,
V.
So we can get deep.
She's a call girl.
Go ahead.
Now it all makes sense. She is a prostitute. That explains why she expects for the next man to date her to make $200,000 a year in order to date her. And what did Uncle JD say, fellas? That's not dating. That's solicitation and prostitution. Now she's talking about having another white friend. This has prostitution written all over her face. Let's continue.
This get deep over here, Kendra. It may take some time, but it get deep over here, baby. I have another friend who just placed me in a Hummer 2002 H2 sitting up on 26s, and I've never slept with him either. Like,
So why are you not in a relationship with that dude? Are you out here selling yourself? I gotta ask that question. Because it's funny, now you got another white friend out the blue that's doing all this stuff for you. You ain't sleeping with him, but you're on a dating site looking for a hamburger helper, ma'am. Let's continue.
My friends are wealthy. I come across wealthy friends.
Okay, so V, with that being said, why call me? Why not just date these wealthy men that are buying you trucks, taking care of your kids?
Exactly.
They're friends, Kendra. What's wrong with having friends? They're friends.
She's selling vagina.
Well, honey, I'm trying to. Well, you're bringing them up in dating. Now I'm asking you clear questions.
No,
this is aggravated. This is where I
get aggravated. You said dating.
Uh-oh.
Listen, honey.
Ooh. Ma'am, Kendra G is the last woman you ever want to talk back to. And keep in mind, it was you who called into her show looking for a hamburger helper. But you got all these rich white men as friends, you goddamn prostitute. Now you want to snap at Kendra G? If she roasts the shit out of you, you most definitely deserve it. Let's continue.
V, you tested my patience. So here is the question I'm asking you. You bringing up these men, when I'm asking you, have you ever dated a man that has $200K? One time they're friends, one time they're not. My thing is, if you got two men who are schooling you, then girl, you got it. There's no need for you to call me.
Kendra,
Wouldn't that be the truth?
What's your definition of dating? Because there's two definitions of dating. There's a definition of dating. There's a definition of friends.
Okay, let me ask you this. What is your idea of a relationship that you're seeking? What is the definition of a relationship to you?
Sugar baby.
An ideal of a relationship?
Prostitution?
Well, I am a homebody, so someone who knows how to take care of home, someone who knows how to take care of a woman, someone who knows how to go to work and come home and take care of a family.
So these men are
Hamburger helper makes a good meal.
not relationships. Because they're not these people. They're not partners with you, right?
I mean, they could be, but I'm not sleeping with anyone. Men get upset when you don't want to sleep with them. So if you're upset because I don't want to sleep with you, I'm gonna friend zone you. I don't go off giving.
But they buying you cars.
You're gonna be my friend for.
Ma'am, don't try to have standards now when you didn't have those standards when you let not one but two men knock you up. And this is what I find a trip. No, seriously. She already got two baby daddies already. One of which became a baby daddy after she had her rich white man in the friend zone. Then she has other rich white men that she's leeching off of, prostitution, by the way. And now she's looking for someone to add in her hamburger helper collection. Let's continue.
For anything, I'm gonna fuck your brain before I fuck what's in your pants. I want to know what's up here before I want to know what's down there.
And have you ever used your own brain, ma'am? Why you so concerned about what's in another man's brain? I doubt it.
Come across a lot of men who don't have the patience for that. They want to right away. I'm not that girl. I'm sorry.
This is so stupid.
I'm not gonna fly like that. I want to know what you got to.
You did not say that. You did not say that to your second baby daddy that gave you your 3-year-old. Now did you? Nope. You was quick to jump into bed with him, and now you giving us this retarded fuck ass logic, which makes no goddamn sense whatsoever. Let's continue.
Here before there. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not coming on here looking for somebody to hump on right away.
Yeah.
Huh?
She's just saying things out of her mouth, none of which makes sense. The men that are buying her cars or what have you, and she says it from the perspective of like this ego of what she can do, but none of them want her. None of them want to date her. And she's trying to make it seem like, well, I'm not giving them any sense. You believe that? That's why I still got the
Hell no.
The dudes is getting what they want. She's getting whatever financial backing that she wants. And she's calling a dating show because she wants a new sucker to take her more seriously than the dudes that she's giving the insides of her orifices to. So.
I'm very confused.
It's super confusing.
Yeah, because you must thought it was a busted open game over here. No, it's not like that. You don't get what I'm saying because I'm not a freak. What I'm telling you.
2 kids, 2 baby fathers.
No.
2 kids, 2 baby fathers, and a cheap ass Wi-Fi.
The fuck her baby? Then you're gonna be friend zone. What's so hard
about that? They buy you Hummers. Tell them to buy you Wi-Fi. Tell them to buy you Wi-Fi.
That was good.
Listen, that's what I need. It ain't got nothing to do with the Wi-Fi, honey. It's the area I'm in right now.
Oh, there she goes again. There she goes again. Ma'am, if you're going to do all that shit, then why even call Kendra G's show trying to look for a date? At this point, Kendra G needs to understand that this one's a lost cause. Let's continue.
Not even at home. It's the area I'm in right now. It got nothing to do with the Wi-Fi.
When I ask questions, if you answer them, everything is easy. As this song would be, every time I asked the question, we had a whole backstory. We had a whole 1,000 things that I never got to the conclusion.
Trauma.
I actually am wide awake. I probably would have hung up on her too. But here's the challenge we have with women. The more questions, not all women, so let me say that, because it's not a reality for all the women. But the more questions I ask to get to the roots, the more they don't want to answer. The more all of a sudden we get a different answer that contradicts the first answer. And at some time, child, this is exhausting. Now, I'm going to say this. She does not represent all.
You telling me?
So I want to be clear on that. We've had, I don't like representation. Michelle Obama's a black woman. Sexy Red is a black woman. Okay? So therefore, you can't make a blanket statement that applies to all women when it comes to a race. She represents herself. She represents herself. Now, here is the problem that we're having. There are some women who do not want to hear the truth about the responsibilities of what they're playing and the roles in their life. And that's just the facts of life. You want to talk in circles all day long. You do not want to get to the root that you played a role in the reality that you're living right now. And because of this role that you played, you are still attracting a certain person or a certain type of person. And again, I want to be clear, she does not represent all black women. This is not a black woman issue. This is an individual case-by-case situation.
Yeah, but at the same time, Kendra, and you've said this when people have asked you, you've noticed a pattern. And this pattern is centered around what men have been saying on these podcast streets, on these commentary streets, for damn near a decade now, 2 decades now.
But when we talk about it, and that's a fact, NTR, but when we talk about it, oh, we're misogynists. We hate women. Now everybody got to see for themselves of the situation that's going on here. Dude, when she jumped on, she gave out prostitution vibes, and later on in the video, she further confirmed it. She's a prostitute looking for a man that makes $200K a year to be her hamburger helper while she got other men in the friend zone. She is a lost cause. And I'm going to end this right here because I said what I got to say. Again, shout out to MTR Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews. If y'all want to watch his full video in its entirety uninterrupted, I'll leave the link in the comment section. Go check it out. Tell him JD Miles sent you. But that's all I got for tonight. I'm done and I'm out this bitch. Later.